If you have a black vehicle, then everyone needs to know how to properly maintain that beautiful specimen of clear coat majesty. First, I'll show you how to carefully hand wash soft black paint. Some clear coats are soft, some are harder. I prep the section of the vehicle with the degreaser. I use white wall cleaner on the tires and aluminum brightener on the rims. After the rinse off is completed, I wet the section, use a good washing wax as a lubricant, and wash one panel at a time with a happy ending microfiber wash towel or dry towel. I always flip my wash towel so as not to scratch that paint worse than this one already is. I will always wash the bottom last due to the fact that the majority of the abrasive dirt gets deposited there. Now wash the soap off. I'm not going to clay bar this one because the customer didn't want to purchase my buff package and he was just requesting a hand wash on this farm truck. Once the vehicle is dried, we will see all the imperfections. In the spirit of experimentation, I wanted to use a swirl remover and a one-step cutting compound side by side to see the results. In this part of the video, I will show you how to perform a light paint correction with a rotary. The two products are different, and their grit levels are as well. They are both meant to be used for light paint correction. I will show you how to start slow and scale up your RPMs and the level of cutting pad or finish pad. Here, we need to scale up from 1,000 RPMs to 1,400. It wasn't doing the job, or 1,800 rather. My goal here is to not create any swirls or holograms in the paint because he didn't want to pay for the job that I'm executing on the vehicle. So I'm doing my best to make it look good, meet him in the middle, and I didn't want to have to pull the finish pad over. I didn't want to make any holograms or swirls. Ultimately, that was my reasoning behind this, by not using a very aggressive compound. In reality, this would have been good enough for the customer, but for the sake of this video and for educational purposes, I want to remove that scratch completely out of this picture. I want it gone. This one-step compound is for 1,000 to 1,200 level grit scratches. We're gonna, again, but we're using a finish pad, so that was my goal, was to be as soft on that paint as I possibly could as far as the compound goes and as far as the cutting pad, or finish pad in this case, goes. That's an ultra fine finish pad, but it just wasn't really cutting it. It made it look okay, but it didn't remove it. So we're probably gonna have to scale that up here shortly too, to a yellow pad, medium cut pad. But let's increase the RPMs again with this one step. See what that does with the scratch. Now, let's see. I'm not sure if you could see that scratch still present on the clear coat there, but like I mentioned previously, we're going to scale up to a yellow foam pad, which is a medium cut pad. Start at 1,000 RPMs. We're going to gradually scale up. We're using the one step. We work our way up if we need to on the RPMs, but again, we don't want to create those swirls or holograms. Too much work, too little pay. So we're going to do both sides with it just to blend it in, make it look equal. I'm only going to go to 1,400 on this scale up, just with that cutting pad, just to be safe. If we need to go a little bit higher, we will. But we're flirting with that threshold right now, so I think this is the sweet spot. We'll see once I get done here and I wipe it off, but I think this is where we want to be. Let's see. Oh yeah, looking much better. Line's almost gone away. I think that's damn near good enough. If you look close, right there where the green arrow is, you'll see where the swirl remover didn't do its job, and I'm going back over it with the one step and a heavier cutting pad. But I like the results. I think it did good. That one step compound, you know, for what it is. Now let's wipe it off, see what the results are. Remove the tape. You're going to see the original condition of that paint that was laying under that tape. It's a good example of how bad the paint was originally versus after we did our little buffing on it. Like for this to be my next video, please let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm good at black cars all day long. Highway 1 detail. Put a stamp on it.